1:07. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Andy.
Good afternoon, Paul. And there was a bit of drama at talkSPORT Towers this morning when one of our senior engineers, Ockles, electrocuted the bloke working on the air conditioning.
Oh, no.
Which is why it's not working.
Is that breaking news?
The bloke was like shaking, he was like hanging on to it, and Ockles was saying apparently, "Oh, sorry, I think I left the switch on."
Oh, no.
He was all right, the fella, though. He's
was it like the plank? Was he sort of spinning around?
It was
with
one of
great
those.
Big four.
It was.
Piece of wood.
You can tell it's half term.
Oh, yeah.
Because I had the world's most annoying child on my train. Seriously, I talk about a cliche. He said this 30 times at least. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? He
Really?
just kept saying, very loudly. And the parents said nothing. So in the end, you could feel everybody in the carriage want to go,
"Oh, yeah.
We're not there yet!"
Somebody did, and I take it was you.
No, I wanted to. But you just think, oh, for goodness sake, just say to him either, "We're not there yet," well, I'll tell you when we're there. If you say that again, we're going home. That might stop him.
It's a bit harsh, isn't it?
Not really.
It's just an excited child.
Too excited.
I mean, you're a granddad now. Your granddaughter's too young, but she could be, "Are we there yet?" in a couple of years.
I would not let her
What would
say,
you do with
"Are
her?
we there yet?" in a loud voice 30 times on a train. I'd say,
You'll indulge you. I've seen you.
Won't.
You're soft as whatever. I've seen pictures of you
reckon?
crawling round the floor. I mean, your glasses cost a few quid, and no one can touch your glasses. It was a big move for Sean Locke to try your glasses on, even though it made him physically ill because the lenses are so thick. But she rips them off your face and throws them on the floor.
Yeah, I still
you
wouldn't
don't say a word, do you?
I don't, but I still wouldn't let her say, "Are we there yet?" Well, we'll see. But at the moment, I'm not planning.
You've only got to get through his half-term, man. You've got to get through this week. Being kicked by kids.
Yeah,
that's going to be
I love
that's
kids.
the journey.
I love kids, but I love well-behaved kids more than I love all kids. Anyway, Frank Lampard is receiving his OBE at the Palace today. Congratulations. They
on the same day. The question.
Exactly. In the same palace. It was the World Puddle Jumping.
What's puddle jumping?
Sorry, I'll get there in a minute. The World Puddle Jumping Championship.
Are we there yet?
The World Puddle Jumping Championships in Kettering in Northampton.
Of course, the natural home of puddle jumping.
And honestly, it's become so popular, they're considering putting in a 39th puddle around the world.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's
what
tremendous.
a good idea.
I think so.
That's nice.
Richard Scudamore's right up for it.
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
And what about this letter, which might lead to something, which was, we both spotted this in the Sun this morning from Roger Allen in Lutterworth in Leicester.
Yeah.
He wrote, "Instead of fining football managers for criticising referees, offending managers should be made to officiate a few games in the local park, of local football in parks on a Sunday morning. Let's see how they like that." Yeah, what would be the point of that, Roger, really?
I thought it was quite a nice idea.
Did you?
I thought it was quite a nice idea to do some kind of sport community service. So, Jose, I mean, what's the point of fining Jose?
Yeah. That's
He's
true,
ridiculously
really.
rich. You can't fine him. Any player.
He looked good in an orange jacket, sweeping up the leaves at this time of the year.
Just see him doing the leaves, can't you?
I can see
just piling out of a minibus in your local park with all the other managers that are in trouble with the orange bibs on. When my son was about 8, they had a football match in a park one Saturday morning, and the minibus emptied out. And they all came in there with their brooms and the sticks and the bin bags, you know, and the old orange.
Yeah.
It was fairly officious, thick-necked looking bloke who looked like he was nominally in charge of what was going on there. An old prison warden. Yeah. And the kids just went up and they were watching him do all this stuff. And we could hear some of our boys, the team, saying, "What have you done wrong? What did you do wrong to make it?" He said, "Kids saying, I did nothing wrong, mate. I've done nothing wrong."
Oh, yeah,
well, why are you picking up litter in the park on this day? The kids, 8-year-olds, what are they going to do? They're thinking, I can't do anything about it. You did something bad. I didn't do nothing bad, mate. I promise.
I promise. Yeah.
So they must have thought it was a sort of, he was there on the inside trying to find out what was going on.
It's true.
So anyway, where does that get us? Well, it gets us onto the subject of Jose Mourinho, and Keith Hackett will be joining us shortly, the former referee supremo. He says they've all got to get round the table and solve a problem like Jose.
Well, I personally, I think I've been thinking about this. I've given this a bit of thought. And
I find that hard to believe.
No, I've given it a lot of thought. And if
Are we there yet?
If I was advising Jose Mourinho, I would say to him, look, you've got one thing that you can do now. you've got to come out and you've got to publicly do an interview with somebody, and you've got to publicly apologise. You've got to apologise to the referees, you've got to apologise to Carnero, you've got to apologise to the FA, you've got to apologise to the media, and apologise to anybody, any of the players you've fallen out with.
Anybody else who knows me.
And anybody else who knows me. And just say, whatever the reason, I've had a lot of pressure, family, business, blah, 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 whatever the reason is, and I've been behaving out of character, and I really need to get my head down and concentrate on managing the football team. And I think people
You've written the statement for
I think
him,
people would accept that. I think people would understand that. But this constant problems every week, I mean, Saturday, the more I was reading in the Times today what he was alleged to have said to John Moss. I mean, how they know, I don't know. Presumably someone knows about this, but it's amazing. I mean, he basically went, Wenger was right, you are expletive soft.
Yeah.
You know, and then, you know, with a tirade at John Moss.
At least he thought Wenger was right. I think Wenger will be pleased about that.
That's right.
They've agreed on something
They've
at
agreed
last.
on something at last. But what good does that do during a match? What good does that do at all? I don't get... Does it make him feel better? No. Does it help Chelsea? No. Is it good for the image of the club? No. So what is the point of doing it? If you do something wrong, we all do things in the heat of the moment. Yeah, I could get annoyed with John Moss myself.
You could have got annoyed with that kid this morning. You could have said something.
But I didn't. But if I did say something to him, and then I thought about it in the afternoon and thought, well, it's not his fault, I'd probably apologise, because that's what people do.
Would you issue a statement for a newspaper?
I would.
Okay, fair enough.
I do it on national radio.
I'm going to go at John Moss. The one that I didn't like when he said to him, you weren't even the best drummer in Culture Club. I thought that was a bit much, didn't you? That was a bit much. You've let yourself go.